Hello and welcome to the Soul Society podcast. My name is Maureen, aka Indigo. I am a tarot reader, storyteller. I am here to tell you my journey of awakening. So my journey started out pretty, we'll call it a tower moment. If you don't know what that is when a big change happens in your life. It can be pretty abrupt, it can be pretty sudden, in the sense of unexpected, but needed. So it begins. I was sitting in my salon, my salon chair at the salon I worked at the time, and my phone went off. It was about closing time. We had an hour left. I was pretty bored because nobody shows up for a haircut around 7 p.m. My phone goes off. I'm like, whatever. I ignored it. Something told me to go back to it, and there was this message. It was on Messenger, and it was clearly a fake profile. I assumed, I was like, oh, it's probably someone hitting on me, something like that. I decided to open it. All I see are screenshots. I open one, and it said names that I was familiar with, the names of my ex-husband's co-workers, and his. The texts were something, it was a group chat, something like, oh, this bitch is nasty, she's a freak, da da da. Mind you, this is who I'm married with at the time, right? And my heart starts to race. I was like, there's gotta be a mistake. Someone's pulling a prank on me or some shit like that. Just straight denial. I went to the next screenshot, more group chat, just going on about how this woman is a freak, she's gonna set me up with this threesome, and at this point I was feeling dizzy. Mind you, my coworker's on the other side of the salon, and someone walks through the door for a haircut. And I was like, I went straight to the back. I was like, I am in no fucking mental stable place to be taking a haircut right now. So she takes some whatever. I keep going through the screenshots because there's at least 5 of my husband talking about this freak of a woman. Yeah, and so I put my phone away. I was like, I've seen enough. I need to calm down. I couldn't. I was shaking inside and out. Like I could feel just like vibrations. That was my tower moment. I decided to start cleaning, trying to find something to do, get my mind off of it. Mind you, we were together 5 years, married 4, so a total of 9 years, 2 kids together, right? I'm just cleaning the salon furiously, just in disbelief. There's no way this could happen to me. I'm the whole package. I was always so good to him. Also, he had a daughter from previous, and like I really treated her like my own. I really tried really hard to like make sure she felt included and not different and things like that. I really loved her. So it was like, and then my mind started just like going places, and I just remember starting to feel like, not crazy, but you know when you start just like laughing and you're just like, you're so pissed, you start laughing and you're just like, I can't believe this motherfucker. Like I was just, I don't know, it just kept going, like different ranges of emotions, upset, sad, of course, angry, betrayal, and then like already thinking about the future. I'm not gonna see his daughter anymore. This is gonna, the kids are obviously gonna be affected. Also, I have a son from previous as well. Our kids are like the same age, just 2 weeks apart. So I'm in the salon cleaning, just waiting. It was just 1 more hour to close. She just had to do that haircut, we could be out of there. So I set everything up. I even did the cash register, closed that shit down. I was like, she can just cash them out and then we leave. So yeah, just furiously closing down the salon. And then so finally it comes to the point where I can leave. I get in the car and I get back into that crazy mode that just laughing like me, like how could you cheat on me? Like I am, like I know who I am. I've been faithful all the time. I've been a good mother, wife, like, and I don't want to get too into details, too much information, right? But there was zero lacking. You can't tell me there was lacking in the bedroom. If we want to get really into it, like 3 to 4 times a day. So you can't tell me shit. Anyways, I get home. While I'm driving, I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna approach him? How am I gonna do this? So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wing it, because I don't fucking know. I'm not thinking straight, really. I get home, I make sure the kids are like in their bedrooms, about ready to go to bed, all that shit. I just go, our bedroom was in the basement. I go downstairs, I'm like, so you've been cheating on me? So, like, real, like, amped about it. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, don't play fucking stupid. And I like had the screenshots ready on my phone, and I just like tossed my phone to him, and he looked at it and he's like, and he was just quiet, and I was shaking. I'll never forget this, the way I felt, the emotions, like. So he's just quiet, and I'm like, he better fucking say something, what the fuck? And I was like, well, and he just like he just got off the bed and went upstairs, and I was like, no, sir. He was about to get up and go upstairs to sleep on the couch. I was like, nah, I don't want to sleep in that fucking bed, I'm gonna sleep upstairs. And he really didn't say anything, and I think that pissed me off even more, because I was like, bro, no, like, fuck it, I'm sorry, like I can explain, but I mean, what is there to explain? Honestly, I just wanted to hear something, like some sort of explanation. I don't know. So I did sleep upstairs on the couch. And then in the morning, I remember hearing him get up to get ready for work, come upstairs to use the shower and bathroom. And I was just like fuming, because he got ready for work, left, did not say a thing to me. And I'm like, yo, ain't no fucking way. I was like, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I really don't think I actually slept that night. I remember wondering things like, is she prettier than me? What does she have that I don't? And I still knew in my heart that like I was such a good person to him, partner to him, wife, mother to our kids and everything. There was like no, like I genuinely was like, bro, I'm the whole package, and like I'm pretty, like what the fuck? And like I work out, I keep like, you know, like I was just like baffled. I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, what does this woman have? Like, and then I was like, well, what if when I leave him, he's gonna go be with her? And then I was just like thinking about all these things, like he's gonna go live with her. And it was just like, I was just a wreck. Like, I am telling you, well, of course, right? And then like trying to hold it together as like the kids went to school, until the kids went to school. And then I couldn't even work. I was just like fucked up. I remember calling out of work a lot for the next like 2 weeks. I remember finally, it took me a while to go back to our bedroom and like lay down, to like, nah, this is my fucking house, my fucking bedroom now. Like, I would go back and forth with my emotions, of course, because that's, you know, finding out something traumatic like that, of course. I remember just honestly crying like for 2 weeks straight. Like, I couldn't believe that I could cry that much. And honestly, there was a time when I went to Miami with my sister, and this man approached me, and he was very handsome, right? I was married. No, I think I was engaged at the time. Either way. But I was like, I should have cheated. That was my fucking chance. I didn't, obviously, but I was like pissed. I was like, but that's like not me though. That I could never. So, but there were like moments like that. Like, I should have just fucking done it. Anyways, back to the story. Yeah, there's so many thoughts going through my head, like just mentally drained, emotionally drained. Yeah, I remember just being in bed a lot, crying my eyes out, and I'm gonna get emotional. There was one point, I looked to like the left of me on the floor. My dog was there the whole time. He's not here any longer, so it's kind of hard. Okay. I honestly don't know. Oh God, how I would have gotten through this without my dog. And just him just like being there, even if I'm just like a wreck. He's not doing anything, he's just that company, you know, that comfort. Okay, get it together. So yeah, so I just noticed his like closeness, and I was like, he already always followed me around the house, but this was just like, it's almost like he knew. Of course, they know, our pets know, right? And my cat was also extra like cuddly, and she's not like one to cuddle. She's not here anymore either, but thank goodness for our animals, right? So yeah, then there comes a point where he's at work and I'm texting him. I was like, you didn't even say anything, you have nothing to say. And he was just like, what is there to say? There's all this proof. And oh my God, I need to get it together. Okay. Let me clear my throat a little bit. Okay. What is there to say? You know, it's right there in the screenshots. And I was like, okay, but it's like, you don't even care by not saying anything. And he's like, I'm at work, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And then at some point I was asking these questions like, is she prettier than me? Are you gonna move in with her? How did this happen? Da, da, da. And he told me, he was like, she was a customer at my job. She was hitting on me or whatever. And then I told her I was married, blah, blah, blah. But eventually she gave me her number, and eventually I called her. And then the way it was set up, I don't get this shit. The way it was set up was whenever I was in work, the kids would be with him typically, or vice versa, or they would be at like his mother's or my mother's for a little bit, and then we'd pick them up depending on the situation. So I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck did he do this if I'm at work? And then I was just like, huh? So my mother, very religious, that will probably come out later, but she she would take the kids to church sometimes on Wednesday evenings. So yeah, how did he have time? How was he able to do that? He brought our kids to my mother, so our kids can go to church while he did that. Yeah, so I was like, I think I was doing that crazy laugh. I was just like, I was like, no fucking way, like, this is crazy. Like, oh, honestly, like, shit gets more crazy. Anyways, all right. So they weren't like dating things. This was like a hookup thing, whatever. And he was like, no, I'm not moving in with her. Da, da, da. I'll have to go back to my mom's, or whatever the fuck he said. I don't know. Pretty sure that's what he said. And yeah, so he basically like knew, obviously accepted that he was moving out, and this was the end of it. But it doesn't quite go that way. So I'm gonna just leave it there. I think this is a really good start to my awakening journey. First podcast episode. And maybe it's a lot, maybe it's too much. This is my story. I know I'm meant to share it. It's gonna help a lot of people. I know people go through this a lot. So I am here to help. I am here for guidance, comfort. Yeah, we're gonna get through everything together. If I can get through this shit, you can too, and whatever it is you're going through. So I hope you make yourself comfortable here to the Soul Society. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification, so you know when the next episode arrives.